2017 was a banner year for the Georgia Tech lacrosse team. Despite being known around the lacrosse world as the ultimate underdogs, these players believed they could have the ultimate season, and in doing so, they could achieve their ultimate goals. For the Georgia Tech lacrosse team, 2017 would be a year to see if they would finally have their place in the sun after years of working in the storm. Never mind that the Jackets had a glistening 31-game regular season unbeaten streak that seemed to go unnoticed by the rest of the lacrosse nation. A nation that has never really believed in this team.
Hey, nobody believes in us, okay? You ask around, they're thinking last year was lucky. Let's make sure we make these opportunities count. Let's go, boys. Come on. Family on three. 1, 2, 3, family!
It is in these times the true champion summons up the heart to overcome adversity, especially when their abilities are in doubt. Never tell a Georgia Tech student they can't do something. That's all they need as motivation for success. After a 2-0 start, Georgia Tech would welcome the 8th-ranked Arizona State Sun Devils to the Rose Stamps Field. Georgia Tech seemingly had the game won as they took a slight 6-5 lead in the fourth quarter. But the Devils had one last moment of magic left in them.
Oh, nice play. Feet on the crease, shot, goal! Arizona State has tied it up. Jake Marthins. Wow.
The Jackets buckled up their chin straps, returned to the field, and focused on getting one last push to the goal.
Another takeaway. Arizona State, Frost is able to scoop it up. Here's the goal for Georgia Tech with 20 seconds to go.
Tim Peterson's goal ended the game, and with it, Georgia Tech finally had their long-awaited victory that would earn them the respect they had worked for after all these years.
Oh yes! That's it!
Holland was dodging, he lost it, and he just moved the ball to the backside. Had a lot of space, so I took it and just let it go.
2 weeks later, the Jackets were still undefeated and also had ascended to the top of the MCLA poll, a first in program history. Tech responded well to being number one as they swept the next 3 home games before a huge conference game at Florida State. The Jackets were not expecting to get out of Tallahassee with their number 1 ranking, as the MCLA Twitter page predicted their imminent demise. Griffin Goggins' goal late in the fourth quarter gave him a hat trick and would seal the victory as Tech would escape the Noles with an exciting 11-8 victory. However, it was their last look at the sun before the coming storm.
Tech with a great answer back.
First was a trip to Boulder to play Colorado.
Yeah, that was a really crafty finish.
At the start of the fourth quarter, Brian Connolly's goal tied the score at 11, and for a brief moment, it looked as if Tech had seized the momentum, just as they had in many of their games during the regular season. But on this cold, rainy Friday in Colorado, the Jackets saw their number 1 ranking and unbeaten streak float away in an 18-13 loss.
Battling and trying to win the ball back.
As with many things in life, the sunrise brings a new day. Georgia Tech would pick up the pieces of their previous day's disaster, move down the road to Loveland to square off with 6-time national champion Colorado State. The contest came down to one play in overtime. Just as he had in Tech's biggest game of the season against Arizona State, out from the pack came Tim Peterson, who took the ball, ran towards the goal, and then turned out the lights.
Yeah! Yes, sir! Oh, yeah!
Incredibly, Georgia Tech had come to Colorado and got a split in their 2 games against 2 of the nation's best. Colorado was the only blemish on an otherwise perfect season as Tech went into the SLC Tournament as the number 1 seed. Narrow victories over NC State and old SELC nemesis Virginia Tech was cause for worry that this team might have lost some of its dominance that carried them to an impressive 12-1 regular season record. Their SELC Championship foe would be the Cinderella Liberty Flames, who would upset Florida State and blasted Auburn to get to the championship game. Once again, the MCLA Twitter page was predicting another postseason collapse, as Liberty was picked to upset the Jackets. The rain didn't bother the Flames, as they came back from an early deficit to tie the score at halftime and make the experts look like they knew what they were talking about. With the season hanging in the balance and the rest of the nation doubting this team, Tech walked onto the field to start the second half. As they had all season, the Jackets found their second half magic, and before anyone knew what had happened, they had put 7 straight goals in the net to take a thunderous 10-3 lead.
Opportunity, here it is again. Fast break. Goal.
Great.
What a finish by Connolly.
Liberty made a run in the fourth quarter, but it was too little, too late, as the Jackets had secured their second straight SELC Tournament Championship as they doused the Flames 13-8. They had earned a return trip to the sun-drenched California coast for the MCLA Tournament, and with it, a chance to show just how bright their chances were to become national champions.
I don't think you're going to be able to catch him. As the fans are getting excited now. 4, 3, 2, 1. And Chapman is going back to the championship game after shutting out Georgia Tech in the second half. What a performance from the Panthers on their home field.
Well, it wasn't the Hollywood ending we were all hoping for. Unfortunately, these things happen in life, no matter what color of jersey you're wearing. The moment had passed, and with it, the season, as well as the dreams of a group of young men, all worthy of being called a son of Georgia Tech. They would have to endure the nightmare of losing to the same team, on the same field, in the same semifinal game, and ironically, on almost the same day as the game in 2016. But it's okay, because great success stories are often built on past failures. When we think about this team, it's not how it ended that we will remember. It's how their passion for the game and their love for each other and for their school elevated them in the eyes of all who watched. As the 2017 season is packed up and stored away for the summer, one way we could sum up what this team meant to everyone who watched their story unfold was to remember the words of Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.